little bit of discussion I've been having about the deadlifts being just fine because of a lot of stuff I see out there on YouTube, other social media platforms. Um, and the same people that were discussing the deadlift as some sort of injurious and dangerous exercise that should be avoided in some ways. We're also having a little roundtable discussion about back squats, and same thing as I mentioned with the deadlifts. They approach demonizing the back squat, and their arguments end up being based around errors in how people perform and program back squats, not problem with the back squat itself as an exercise. Um, your spine is meant to handle compressive loading. There's squatting is a perfectly natural movement. So there's nothing negative about back squats. When I see people complain about them, it's typically people that don't perform them very well, have never had good coaching on them, don't maybe understand how to coach them themselves. People that complain about them also usually aren't coaches. If there are coaches, they have other reasons for avoiding using them, whether it be time um, to commit to it, or they they feel like they can get similar benefit from other exercises that don't take as much coaching, things like that. So typically people, when they do shy away from them as a coach, it's because they don't want to take the time to teach it, or they don't really understand how to coach it well. So they end up with, or they don't know how to not only coach it well, but progress it well and program it well. So they end up with people complaining about it being hard or making them sore or things like that. But as far as like squatting with a bar on your back being uh, more injurious or more likely to injure you than some other exercise for your lower body isn't true. A well coached, well programmed squat um, in a strength and conditioning program is perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable. And when I see these people that millions of people in some respects follow on social media, bad mouthing, demonizing a particular exercise like a back squat is something that is going to hurt people that use it, or hurts lots of people. It just isn't true. They also never have any sort of like evidence to back up their claim that back squatting is substantially more dangerous than some other exercise, because it's just their own thinking about it. And again, when you actually hear them talk through why they don't use it, it's not because, and they don't even notice their own flawed logic. And so it's not because of the back squat itself, it's because of how they have coached and programmed it, or seen other people coach and program it. And they conflate these issues with the back squat itself instead of their own kind of incompetence around the back squat. And then they like to say, well, it makes people stiff or slow or whatever. And then they always compare to people that are chasing the greatest back squats ever performed, not the back squat as a skill and as an exercise that can lead to proper performance, or to improve performance. So squat away. If you have issues with it, get coaching. That's the biggest thing that I see more than anything when I'm at the gym by my training, is people giving up on these exercises because they just never go out of their way to get proper coach on how it's done. So if you want to use them in your training, go get good coaching. If it's something that you've tried in your training but felt like it gave you stiffnesses and sorenesses in weird places, go get coaching. Find a professional somewhere in your area that has a lot of experience coaching these kinds of lifts, and have them help you out for a few weeks and then get back to it. So squat away, people. It's not some sort of devil exercise like a lot of people out there will have you believe. Check my channel for more. Talk to you later.